where you're tuning in from. As always, if you're new to me or to Pink Zebra, let me know that as well. Look at all these fun people. Hi, Josh. How are you? How are you? Hi, Chris. How are you? Give me just a minute. Let me flip some stuff around and we will get started. Linking all the things up. We're good?
Good to go.
Thank you. All right, so this week, hi, how are you? Hi from Indiana. I love it, Julie. Welcome on in. This week we've been talking about, well, actually, Tuesday's show was phenomenal. It was so good, so much fun. And so yesterday we did a deep dive into some of those fragrances, but this week happens to be, the behind the scent happens to be spicy pumpkin, which I love, right? So give me just a second. Let me see what's going on with the Facebook. Hold on just a second. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. So I have some more spicy pumpkin recipes. And then, of course, we're going to do another deep dive into some of the rest of these fragrances. This morning, as I'm linking these things up, I'm going to talk to you guys. But this morning, I mixed up in my office. What did I mix up? What do I have in there? The Pear and Morning Mist had been really, I don't want to say throwing me for a loop, but like I'm trying to kind of figure out what I wanted to pair with it. And this morning I actually paired that with pumpkin bread and my office smells delicious. So I was really excited that I kind of figured out, you know, what I wanted to pair with it and then some. So maybe we'll do that recipe here after a while today too. So hi, how's everybody doing today? Good to see y'all. Like I said, I'm trying to get this linked up. I'm not sure what the Facebook is doing, so hold on just a moment. Let's see here. Well, that's weird. I don't know what's happening with that. Okay, I might have to just, let me make sure I'm on the Facebook. Hi, Jill. Hi, Laura. How's everybody doing today? Good to see you. Thank you. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone here. I'm trying to see if I can get commentary on the Facebook. So hold tight just a minute. I want to make sure I can see everybody. Good to see all of y'all. Let's see here. Pink Zebra home. All right. I don't know why it's not working. Pink Zebra, do you see us over on the Facebook? Just out of curiosity, can you see us there? I just curious if it's working or if it's not, because I'm not seeing us there. So I don't know if we are up and running or not. All right. Okay. As we're not on Facebook. All right, let me see. Let me run in. I'm going to run in real quick. Hi, good to see you. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I'm going to see if I can figure out what's going on. Maybe I might have just pushed a button. So maybe give me just a minute and see. Hi there. Hi, Teresa. How's everybody doing today? I'm just, things are always great whenever they work, right? I'm just trying to see if what is happening with the Facebook. There we are. I might be on there. I think I'm on there. All right, hold on. I think I see it. I think I must have it must have been that I needed to just push something. Hold on. I think I see it. Maybe it is going to take that a second. There I am. Now I can see myself. See, it just took me just a minute. Now I can see it on the phone. Isn't that interesting? Maybe it's just having a week too. All right, hold on just a moment. Let's see here. You're fine on Facebook. See, I don't understand it. Maybe it's just this giant iPad type thing. All right, so as you guys are hopping on, I can see all the comments now on my phone. So there's Teresa DeNovo, there's Chris, there's Brenda. You see me on the Facebook. Miss Amy is asking how to order. So, Amy, if you are interested or anyone is interested in everything that I'm talking about today, if you head over to pinkzebrahome.com, that's where you're going to see all the products listed. You'll actually see me live right now on the website as well. So that's where you're going to go to watch and shop and then some. If the phone, it's having a Friday, right? Definitely. Good to see everyone up in here. at least the last minute. I'm not on Facebook. Okay, looks like we're on Facebook. We're on TikTok. I'm talking to you right now. We're on the website. We're on Instagram. We're good to go. We're good to go. Thank you guys for just hanging out with me as well. I love hanging out with you. You guys are the best part of my job. So let me see if I can do one more thing to see if I can get this up and running on my comments. And I just don't know why that's not wanting to work for me. All right. Like I said, things just work great whenever, you know, hold on, I might have fixed it. Okay, so I didn't fix it. I don't know what's happening. All right. Yes, thank you for joining us today. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to talk about behind the scent. You hear me, but you don't see me. Okay. You can't see me right now. Can you see me can anyone else see me on Pink Zebra Home? You can see, it looks like you were there on the website. Do you see me as well? Just out of curiosity. All right. So we're going to talk about behind the scent while they're linking up. You see me. Okay, good. Woo! Okay. All right, go back out and then come back in. See if that makes a difference. So, like I said, everything's just kind of having a Thursday. We're having a Thursday around here. All right, Spiced Pumpkin happens to be the fragrance behind the scent. So we started this golly, I think that this has been ongoing now for at least 4, if not 5 months. We've been talking about a said fragrance, and Spiced Pumpkin is the it fragrance. And when I don't know about you, but when I think of pumpkin, I think of spiced pumpkins, regular pumpkins, apples, all that. Spiced pumpkin is definitely the epitome of fall, right? The fall, and then it can also carry you into the winter months. It's definitely one of those fragrances that makes you think fall and then some, right? So that is exactly why we're talking about it right now, because it happens to be close to the fall season. So in Spiced Pumpkin, your breakdown is as follows. Your front note is cinnamon, followed by nutmeg, clove, ginger, and then sometimes a hint of citrus zest. That's typically what you're going to see in a top note to Spiced Pumpkin, followed up with that middle note of pumpkin puree, baked pie crust, brown sugar, toasted pecans, or maple glaze. And then your base note is vanilla, caramel, toffee, creamy sandalwood, or amber. That's typically what you're going to see in a traditional spiced pumpkin. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate that so much. You know what? I love what I do. So definitely thank you for tuning in. All right. So that is kind of what we're talking about whenever it comes down to it. You see me. Good. All right. So, I'm going to have to read the comments today on my phone, just FYI. So if y'all are making comments, I'm going to look down at my phone on the Facebook. So, all right. So today we have a 4-bag bundle that actually launched on Monday. So that's what I have in front of me, where I'm going to take these 4 fragrances and then I'm going to add to them to make some spiced pumpkin recipes and then some. So some of them are going to be, you might see some that we already did on Monday. I think maybe 1 or 2. I have some that are brand new, and then I actually brought in a couple fragrances that we talked about yesterday from the show. So I have a hodgepodge of everything. You are going to want to write these down. So if you are somebody that wants these recipes, Pink Zebra Home will comment what the recipe is in the comments. You just want to make sure that you write them down, because I don't have a board today. Okay. All right. So when you think of pumpkin spice, your overall scent vibe is warm, sweet, spicy, buttery, that sort of thing. That's what you get with pumpkin spice. Pumpkin is actually native to North America, used extensively by indigenous people long before European settlers actually arrived. They roasted, stewed, and dried it, often pairing it with natural spices like dried chili or herbs. I love pumpkin. Pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie. All right, so pumpkin pie began appearing in American cookbooks by the late 1700s. Delicious. Brands like Yankee Candle and the B&BW actually started launching pumpkin spice scented candles and lotions in the fall season back in the 90s and 2000s. That's kind of when it started initially. But I don't know about you guys, but I think pumpkin spice latte. I actually have some coffee fragrances, right? Some pumpkin spice latte. When you think of that, that actually started, I was surprised to see that it started this long ago. 2003 was when that started. That was the launch of the pumpkin spice latte, and it went crazy, right? We all are familiar with the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. So that's when that craze kind of started. It's definitely a seasonal staple. In fact, I forget sometimes that it launches a little bit early. A couple weeks ago, we did like all of these fragrances that encompassed coffee and pumpkin, fragrances and then some. And it happened to be the day that Starbucks launched their pumpkin spice latte. And I have a Starbucks that is right around the corner off of the main highway from my home here in Texas. It was insane. It was absolutely insane. So it's definitely a craze. If you're a pumpkin spice lover, then if you like to drink it, you like to consume it. I also like to smell it, right? So all of the things considered, that's definitely a craze. I was in the airport right around Labor Day too, because I went back home, and it was the pumpkin spice craze was going on at the Starbucks airport as well. The lady behind the counter, I said, I can't even imagine how many that you've made. And she's like, you don't even want to know. She's like, it's like everybody wants it, pumpkin spice latte, right? I think we I don't ever get tired of smelling it in my house. I don't know about you guys, but I think after a while, I get to a point where I'm kind of capped on how much coffee drinks that I can have. And then I move on to like a peppermint, for the Christmas month. But we're still in the season, right? So cinnamon pumpkin or spice pumpkin fragrances they're often categories under, the main is gourmand, seasonal fall, and then home comfort. It's definitely going to resonate with you, I would say primarily because it's nostalgic. We already said, you've got your coffees. Everybody puts a pumpkin out, typically, well, not everybody, but most people put pumpkins out for the fall, all of that, right? That's your traditional, whenever you see a pumpkin, it's time for fall, right? So definitely, yeah, you're seeing the coffee creamer in the shops. Yes. The pumpkin donuts. Oh my gosh. All of the things. Shelly said over on pinksleeperhome.com that she baked a pumpkin pecan crunch cake. That sounds delicious, Shelly. Absolutely delicious. Oh my goodness. Sounds so good. All right. So what I've got for you guys today is a bunch of pumpkin fragrances. Well, thank you. You're very sweet. A bunch of pumpkin fragrances, blends, and then some. So let's talk about this 4-bag bundle. We're also going to kind of talk about these products. I am still embracing that PZTV on Tuesday was just so incredible. There's still quite a bit, all of it I believe is still in stock on the website. So if you head over there, you should be able to see that. And a little bird also told me that the Farmhouse Cider multi-purpose wipes were going to restock today too, if they haven't restocked already. So if you've been waiting on those, talk about an amazing fragrance for fall. Now's your chance to grab those too. All right, so let's talk about this 4-bag bundle, and then we're going to do some blends with this. First fragrance is apple pumpkin butter. You have notes of golden apples, spiced pumpkin, and buttery vanilla. I love the butter fragrance that is in this. I will tell you, my friends, I have my phone up here. Hey, Marissa Nolan. Just FYI, I have to look at my phone today for comments. So if you see me looking down, that's what I'm looking down to see the Facebook. This is a 4-bag bundle. It sells on the website right now through Sunday for $40. Normal retail is $44. This is an incredible bundle. If you love pumpkin, go grab this bundle, and I'm going to tell you why. We're going to continue to blend from it. Apple pumpkin butter, first fragrance, very buttery, very delicious. Definitely a must-have for the fall. Pumpkin bread, notes of spiced pumpkin, clove, and warm cinnamon. This is hands down one of my top 2 for the fall. That is a must-have fragrance. It's delicious. Farmhouse pumpkin. I love this one for so many reasons. This is notes of spiced orange, pumpkin, and zesty vanilla. There's no spice in this. This is like pure pumpkin, okay? Like a pure pumpkin smell. It smells delicious. And then pumpkin sugar cookie. This one launched back, I think, a month or 2 ago. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful fragrance. Pumpkin puree, vanilla sugar cookie with some cinnamon spice. So that is your 4-bag bundle. Very, very good deal. Go shop the website. You'll be able to see that there, and then you can blend right alongside of me. So I always want to talk about those 4-bag bundles because they're really, really good. I know you guys are really loving them too. Definitely. That bundle is our favorite. It is. It's really good. Yes, so good. I know. All right, so let's get to blending. If you guys have questions too. All right, so we're going to start off strong. This is kind of comical. All things pumpkin spice. That is the first recipe I'm going to give you. And this is what I would consider a safe recipe, right? When it comes to pink zebra, and I don't know if I asked anyone this, if you are brand new to us, and you've never seen pink zebra before, drop me down in the comments, #newbie. I always love to kind of hear from you if you are brand new. I love to hear from you guys all the time. But we're going to blend with these 2 fragrances here. And when I say safe blending, not only are they non-toxic, but this is kind of like what I would say like a comfortable way to blend, right? You know, both of these fragrances that I'm going to give you are pumpkin based. And so it's probably, most definitely, it's going to smell good. Everything I give you I always check, by the way. I'm not going to give you guys stinky recipes, but you know what I'm saying? It's safe, right? So pumpkin sugar cookie, this is delicious. You have pumpkin puree, vanilla sugar cookie, cinnamon spice are your fragrance notes. And then we're just going to put in a little bit of pumpkin bread. So all things pumpkin spice is the name of this one. Both of these fragrances are delicious. I'm very partial to pumpkin bread. It is so, so good. It is, and I think it's because it has such a nice balance of the pumpkin, the clove, and the cinnamon. It's just a very, very pretty fragrance. So all things pumpkin spice, or all things PS, is what I'm calling this. Hi, Angie. It looks like I've got somebody brand new over on the Book of Faces. I love it when you guys are tuning in today. Definitely let me know in the comments if you are new. I love it. Yes, best. That is, Pink Zebra is also on there monitoring your comments as well. So just let us know if you have any questions or any of that. Everything that I'm talking about today is pinned up on the actual pinkzebrahome.com. So if you're trying to figure out how to kind of watch and shop, so to speak, if you head over to our actual website, log into your account, you will be able to see this live, plus shop it while I'm live, right? And I'm gonna tell you, man, there are some really great products on the website right now. Some really, really great products for fall. That's incredible. This is so good. So, so good. Yes, all things pumpkin spice. This has got 2 fragrances in it. Sky's the limit, really, with how many that you blend. I think it's tomorrow. I'm going to give you, I think it's an 8 or 9 fragrance recipe that I put together. So this is pretty simplistic. It's just 2, and it's equal parts of both. So just when you're blending, just know that it's just equal parts of both. That's wonderful. All right, fun fact. If you do, in fact, place an order today, I am going to be dropping random bags in orders. I had a whole bunch, like tons of bags that I took to the warehouse this morning. So if you do that, if you placed an order already this morning, you have a good chance. Trust me, I like it when you guys get these. So I'm going to be doing extra today. So definitely, if you're placing orders, let me know in the comments. I always love to hear what you guys are ordering, and then some. So that was your first recipe. All right. So next up, we're going to talk about, what do I have here? Buttered pumpkin cookies. All right, I didn't go out of the box very much on that fragrance name, but here we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull in some cinnamon pumpkin for this one. Cinnamon pumpkin is, I've been talking about it since it launched. Not a strong... There's not a pumpkin fragrance note that I pick up in this. This is more of your traditional brown sugar smell. So you've got brown sugar, warm cinnamon bark with some nutmeg and this cinnamon pumpkin. And then I'm going to pair, so that is your non-fragrance bundle fragrance, apple pumpkin butter, okay? So again, this is in that 4-bag bundle. I can't say enough about that 4-bag bundle, though. That's probably one of the best ones I think I've put together. So that's definitely a good 4-bag bundle. But most of the time they are good, but that one, especially good this week. All right, so I am calling this one Buttered Pumpkin Cookies. Ooh, okay. So this is for all of you gourmand lovers. This fragrance right here is this is that cinnamon pumpkin is just gonna elevate this recipe so much more because it's got that strong brown sugar smell. And then of course the other 2 are like cookie/cake, vanilla smells with the complement of the pumpkin, right? So I'm calling this Buttered Pumpkin Cookies. This is just a way for you to basically expand your fragrance. If you think about it, Pink Zebra has so many fragrances in the line at any given time, but this right here, there's 3 separate fragrances that I'm going to take and I'm going to blend the 3 of them together, but I could also take the front 2 and blend those together, the side 2 and blend those together, these side 2. So you see how there's really so many ways to customize your own fragrance, which is what I love. All right. I didn't see anyone, you just ordered the bundle. It is so good. You're going to love it. I didn't see any newbies up in here yet. I guess there is somebody new over watching on the Book of Faces. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Brittany. I'm good. Good to see you. Good to see everyone today. Yes, Anne is new. I see Anne over on, Anne and Angie over on Facebook. How do you fragrance your home is, I guess, the multi-million-dollar question, right? First, there is a new gnome, Jill. There is a new gnome. He's right here. Well, he was a return gnome. He's really cute, right? This is Griffin. So Griffin actually launched on PZTV. Isn't he cute? All right. So what I absolutely love about Pink Zebra, and we talked about this on, Sonia and I did, on Tuesday when she was in here, is that there's really nothing, no space that we cannot fragrance, right? So we give you products, right? So typically what I have in front of me is the bread and butter of the company is the sprinkle. But we give you products that basically fit all of your spaces, which is what I like to call them. So all of your areas in your home, your bathroom, your laundry room, your kitchen, of course, your bedroom, your entryways. And then, let's say if it's not practical to put in your entryway a wax warmer, we'll give you a wall hug, which are coming back very soon, by the way, or a reed diffuser, or that wireless, I should go get that after a while. I might. The sleek black wireless diffuser, right? The wireless diffuser that diffuses the diffuser oils. We have a way to fragrance it. The room sprays, those are incredible as well. We talked about the ultrasonics. So it's just awesome that you, for whatever way you like to fragrance your home, we've got you, right? And then some. So let's see here. Hi, Trina. He's from last year. You were hoping for a new one. Oh, I got you. Okay. Not on the, we haven't, not lately. I don't know if there's any coming soon, my friend. I don't know off the top of my head. I will say this though. You were a gnome fan until he started. I know, aren't they cute? We started planning Christmas. Well, Christmas has already been planned, but there's Christmas in here right now that is over there that I'm looking at. And I'm super excited for you guys to see the Christmas stuff that's up to come this in the next few months. So good. This is a pretty fragrance. Make this one, definitely. And exactly like I said, that cinnamon pumpkin is what has elevated this. So this is buttered pumpkin cookies. I got to give this another smell. Sorry. I do that occasionally. I make these and then I'm like, yeah, that's a must have. So good. What's the bundle deal? Okay. So we have every Monday, we launch a 4-bag bundle, right? And so this week it is basically everything pumpkin spice. So this is all up on the website, but it's actually a discount for you. So I have farmhouse pumpkin sugar cookie, pumpkin bread, and apple pumpkin butter. So this 4-bag bundle, right, sells for $40 on the website when it actually retails for $44. So you save $4 by purchasing it as the bundle on the website. And then the best part about it is that you can make some of these recipes that we're putting back together. Send that into ideas and feedback. Can we swing the camera around? Nope, not today. Not today, but some good stuff coming. We got a vault show next week too. So definitely good stuff. Yes. Hi, Angelica. How are you today? How's everybody doing? You guys doing good? Good to see everyone. You have the wireless diffuser and air care oil. Yes, it's wonderful. I use the diffuser I actually have this sleek black wireless diffuser in my laundry room because I don't want to put wax in there. So I like that in there because at least I get some fragrance. In my old house in Illinois, I had a larger laundry room. And so I wish I had a laundry room here in Texas. But yeah, Illinois had a bigger laundry room. And so I actually used, I believe it was a wall hug. I had a wall hug in between my washer dryer in Illinois, hoping for laundry fresh and evolve. Oh, that's a good fragrance too. Try the Fresh Air Care. That's a really, really nice, fresh fragrance if you're somebody looking for a good one. Anytime you guys need sent suggestions, I live this, so just ask me and I'm definitely happy to share. All right, next up we're going to do, I don't have a name for this next one. All right, so you're going to have to name this one. But I want you guys to have these blends. If you've never tuned in with me before, I love to blend, and that is what I am kind of known for. But naming them is not my forte. So you guys sometimes get to name them. If you rename any of these recipes, it's not going to hurt my feelings at all. I'm just not the best at it. All right, so let's do a blend of 3 fragrances. I want to start off with Farmhouse Cider, which is this fragrance right here, then your cinnamon, and then I'm going to pull in that Farmhouse Pumpkin. So this is your pumpkin fragrance, but this is going to give you like traditional right here pumpkin spice vibes. Pumpkin spice cider, really kind of like that. Okay, so we're going to use this Farmhouse Pumpkin. I really love this fragrance. And if you've smelled it, you know how awesome it is. I love that it is definitely, it's like a pure pumpkin smell, but the front note of this is gorgeous. It's that you pick up that instantly, that orange, spiced orange, followed by pumpkin and zesty vanilla. So Farmhouse Pumpkin is one of the 4 bags. And then your traditional cinnamon spice, basic cinnamon, and then Farmhouse Cider that needs to be in everyone's house in the fall. Okay, hands down, wonderful fragrance, smells delicious. All right, we're gonna blend the 3 of these together and make kind of like I said, like a pumpkin cider smell, and then some. And it looks like next up, ooh, I got a really good one for you. Next fragrance has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fragrances in it. I'm getting crazy up in here. Yeah, pumpkin lovers, that's cute too. That's really cute. I like that. Definitely. You're waiting and hoping for bourbon pecan pie. That was a really good one too, Marcia. I remember that one. I do. I have looked ahead because I'm so nosy. I like to know what's coming. And there's so many amazing things coming down the pipeline. Like crazy awesome. That's fantastic. Very, very good. You know what I love about this fragrance too, this blend that I'm smelling right here, is pumpkin is one of those scents that you start off strong in the fall with it, obviously, because it gives you all the fall nostalgia, but it can be taken and obviously made into a Christmas fragrance. And this is one of those recipes where if we wanted to, I'm going to say all we would have to do is add in a little pine to this, and it would instantly be more, have a Christmas touch to it, so to speak. That's what I love about pumpkins and cinnamons and all of the things. They just blend so well. Pumpkin bread and aspen pine is one of my absolute favorite things to blend. The 2 of those together, add in some more gourmand scents, some caramel, some southern pecan pie. That's an OG fragrance. What else did I put in there? The pumpkin sugar cookie would be fantastic in it, all of that. So definitely, I think thinking outside the box. Yeah, Farmhouse Spice, that's a cute name too. So Farmhouse Cider, Cinnamon, and Farmhouse Pumpkin. Think outside the box when you're blending. And I know that sometimes that can be hard where you're like, I don't know if it's going to smell good or whatever. Trust me. Just try things. I tried that this morning. I tried the pear and morning mist and the pumpkin bread in my office. And I'll tell you why I did that. I love to pair up pink pineapple and pumpkin bread. Pink pineapple and pumpkin bread is definitely one of my, that's a favorite blend of mine. I got that from Dana. She, that is her thing, and I just love it. So anytime I can find another fruit to pair with it, the Harvest Cheer, I think it was Harvest Cheer that we did with it. That's really pretty with pumpkin bread. Is it Harvest Cheer? Yeah, Harvest Cheer, Harvest Cider, I think. Harvest Cider. Here I'm forgetting. What about Golden Harvest? I think those would be great together. I definitely do. Yeah, I do. All right. So I'm going to give you guys a 6 fragrance blend. I'm going to pull in everything autumn. Okay. I'll tell you what all is in this. So just so you know. So this has got 6 different scents. This is going to be big. All right. Apple pumpkin butter and pumpkin sugar cookie. So I am calling this one, this is really cute, Pumpkin Patchin'. All right, I did good with that name. Pumpkin Patchin'. All right, and pumpkin sugar cookie. That's it. So this has got a lot of different fragrances, that have pumpkin in them. All right, so your Everything Autumn I have not talked about yet has notes of apple, pumpkin, and spiced pear. Very, very pretty. If you are a lover of fall fragrances, definitely all of these are just fantastic. I feel like I'm definitely a fall fragrance girl, so I'm feeling all of this. This has got 6 different scents in one bag. So we are going to do equal parts of everything. Yes, so Pumpkin Patchin', Pumpkin Sugar Cookie, Farmhouse Pumpkin, Everything Autumn, Apple Pumpkin Butter, Pumpkin Bread, and Cinnamon. All right, so let's start off with some Apple Pumpkin Butter, right? One of the fragrances from the 4-bag bundle. Everything Autumn was that one. This is Pumpkin Bread, another fragrance from the bundle. Pumpkin Sugar Cookie, another fragrance from the bundle. Farmhouse Pumpkin, another fragrance from the bundle. And then last but not least is the Cinnamon. All right, so this is basically equal parts of all. There's going to be 2 scoops of each fragrance just to give you well, thank you. Oh, man. Okay, so this has just got a little bit of everything going on. You got some vanilla cookie base. Obviously, your cinnamon, your pure pumpkin. You got a little pear. You got some buttery from the apple pumpkin butter. This is delicious. All right, make this one. And then thank me later. Definitely make this one. I'm going to check my Facebook. Just make sure I'm not missing out on any comments. Hold tight just a second. Let's see here. All right. Name that blend. Yes, definitely. Beth is the best version of Smell-O-Vision. I've helped you out with picking many fragrances without. Oh, thank you, Bev. Yes, thank you, Bev. Shirley, Country Christmas is Farmhouse Cider, Black Cherry, and Aspen Pine. Yeah, I bet your house smells. Susan said she actually used the Pear and Morning Air multi-purpose cleaner to mop her floors, and her house smells really, really good. Yeah, you won't be sorry. I've been using that to mop as well. I have a steam cleaner, and sometimes cinnamon spice is what I'm using. Cinnamon spice. Sometimes I get that steam cleaner out, and it would clean with water. But the best part about our products, of course we have a home fragrance like kitchen line as well. That it works. Number one, it works, and then it's safe, right? So it's safe for our furry friends, our family. It's non-toxic. But it smells amazing. So I love the fact that when I'm cleaning, and let's be honest, not everything that smells good that's in the cleaning line, like not here in general, but out in the world, it typically isn't safe, right? It's not all safe. And I can promise you, that's the Pink Secret promise, that when you use our products, they're safe for your environment, which is definitely huge, right? We all want safe. That's a buzz. What's the name of this blend? This is called Pumpkin Patchin', Pumpkin Sugar Cookie, Farmhouse Pumpkin, Everything Autumn, Apple Pumpkin Butter, Pumpkin Bread, and Cinnamon. 6 fragrances in one, right? So I think somebody is commenting over on Facebook. I know they're definitely commenting. I think Pink Zebra is trying to keep up with commenting the scents as well. I tried Winter Woods, North Pole Wonderland, and Cranberry Pecan. I bet that is amazing, Laura. So good. Yes, so many good ones. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Debbie. How are you guys today? Is everybody doing good? All right, I'm going to pull out a fragrance that actually launched on PZTV that I have not quit talking about because I love it. Amber and Oak, okay? It smells amazing. Now, it did not go into the number 1 category. I will say that that's Flannel Blanket and Pumpkin Bread. Vanilla Rose is up there too. But it's pretty gosh darn. It's top 5 for me. This is definitely top 5. All right, and why, you ask? Because it has amber, because it's that good, right? So your fragrance notes are sweet tobacco front note, right? Followed by night blooming jasmine and then vanilla amber. This is incredible by itself. It's incredible. If you do anything today, definitely grab some of this. It's available in a room spray for Scent Flirt members. Okay. So, and I'll say that I always have to talk about that. If you're not a part of that program, you're definitely missing out. Don't miss out on that. That's definitely not one to miss out on. Scent Flirt's incredible. But we're going to take and we're going to blend in acorns and applewood, right? Which is an incredible fragrance. This is a non-pumpkin fragrance. I wanted to give you guys a mix. I did this yesterday. It's called Rustic Antique Shop, and it was that good. We're going to do it again today. So if you didn't write it down yesterday, write this one down. Acorns and applewood actually came in the blend bash. So this is a part of the blend bash that we launched on Tuesday. That blend bash has everything that you need for the fall. I'm going to say it. I would add in, it does not have, the only scent that it doesn't have is the silver birch and air. Otherwise, so good. A great blend bash. So acorns and applewood and some amber and oak. We're going to blend the two of those together. You're ordering amber and oak. You're going to love it. Rustic Antique Shop. I'm already smelling the amber and oak. It smells so good. It's just, I tell you what, it's just a nice balance. My husband loved it too. I used the room spray in our living room and it just smells so good in there. I did on PZTV amber and oak and flannel blanket together too. That's another really great blend, just to give you some ideas. It's just something that I think, like I described it on PZTV, it's romantic, it's mysterious a little bit, it's got that gorgeous cologne-like smell. Can I ask what your role is with Pink Zebra? Yes, Kelly. I am the live stream development manager here. So I do all of our live streaming and all of our Pink Zebra PZTVs is what I do. So yeah. And I have been a part of the Pink Zebra community for 12 years. It'll actually be 12 years on Saturday. So is it Saturday? Yes, Saturday is the 20th. It'll be 12 years that I've been a part of the Pink Zebra community. So I actually started off as a consultant in the field for 10 and a half years. And then I have been here at home office for a year and a half doing PZTV and all kinds of other things as well. So let's see here. You should try Fireside Vanilla, Pumpkin Bread, Apple Pumpkin Butter. Ooh, I bet that is good. I bet that's really good. Yes. You just signed up yesterday, Nicole. Welcome on in. We're so happy that you're here. All righty. I got a Beth bag, says Kim. Yay! White balsam. Oh, that one came out on the last fall. It sold out really fast. Yes, I know. Well, thank you, Shirley. Thank you. Yeah, 12 years. 12 years I've been a part of the family. On Saturday. I cannot believe it. It's crazy. Both of these fragrances are really, really good. But like I said, I'm really partial to this amber and oak, but don't sleep on that one. This is a really nice fragrance. Warm cider, mulling spices, and rosewood. I think they both have a really similar kind of feel to it. I obviously like the amber and oak better. But just to give you ideas on what to blend, flannel blanket in this would be fantastic. So I love it when that happens too. Yes. Hi, Lisa. How are you today? That is so exciting. We're so happy that you guys are here. Let me speak on that for a second while I'm talking about it. Let me smell this again because it smells really good. So we're talking about the opportunity, Pink Zebra, becoming a consultant and then some. So if, everything that, here I go live every single day and I'm talking about our amazing products and then some. If you've ever wondered, or fallen in love like most of us did, I fell in love with the products 12 years ago. I went to a party. My neighbor was having a home party. My children were 6 months old and 4.5 years old. They were babies, right? When I went to this party. So I kind of did a little bit of a sneak away so that I could, have some mommy time. And I didn't know that I was going to fall in love with what was in front of me. And so that was almost 12 years ago. I joined the Pink Zebra family with the intention, just because I fell in love with it, on basically just making enough to be where I could support my habit. And my husband, at the time, I was in corporate America and not looking for a job. You just never know, right? And so I took a chance. And if that's you, I gotta say that from now through Sunday, you can join for $1. And I know a lot of you are already saying that you've joined or taken the leap. If that is if that's something that's on your brain, go do it. I can't say enough positive about it. It definitely changed my life completely. So because I took a chance, and then some. So the products itself, if you're just somebody that wants to just shop, we love that too. Absolutely. Because we've got a lot of really great products. I'm slightly obsessed. So if you ask me, I will tell you all of my favorites, and probably more than you care to know. But definitely, they should let you design a Beth signature simmer pot. Oh, that's fun. You know what? Fun fact, Hannah. So when I was in the field, I had promoted to up the ranks to what we call director. And as a director, we get to create our own fragrance. And my fragrance was actually was the only fragrance ever featured in the line. How about that? It was featured in the actual line, not the signature line, but it's called Twilight Vanilla or Twilight Rum. Twilight Rum is my fragrance that I created. And so we actually had that. So, but that was before I came here, but it was kind of fun facts, right? Definitely fun facts. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Shelly. Good to see you guys today. So I guess I did just, come up with a fragrance that did make it into the line. What did you buy, Marcia? Good. That's exciting. All right. So let's see here. Heidi says hello. Let's see here. Thank you. All right. You want to see the two lids together? All right. Acorns and Applewood was that one, right? And then, Amber and Oak is the other one. Okay. So that was what I just did. Definitely. What's in the fall confetti blend? Okay. So I've been getting a lot of questions about that. I actually, it's everything from, so that what we did with that was we had a photography moment. That's where that came from. Okay. Not me, but they did, where they took all of the fragrances that are going to launch from whenever they did that. I want to say it was like July through the end of the year. Okay. And they did a hodgepodge in a big bucket and like a video with it. And then they came to me and they said, do you want to use this? And I smelled it and I said, absolutely. And I said, so I'm going to name it Fall Confetti. And that's what happened. So it's like, I don't even know how many fragrances, like 16 to 20 different fragrances in one blend. However, 5 people have reached out to me this week. Okay. And asked me if I would give them that recipe. And so what I did, and I think this one is coming out. Let me look here. I think I'm going to do it tomorrow. Yes. So tomorrow I am going to give you a Fall Confetti 2.0 version, right? So that's the one that has, I think, 8 or 9 fragrances in it. So if you're interested, you got to come back tomorrow and I'll give you that recipe tomorrow, right? To kind of help you. But it's like fall. It's basically, yeah, absolutely. So as far as the specific one that you're smelling now, I can't give that to you because like I said, it's impossible. There's so many fragrances in that. But I didn't want to just like do away with it, if that makes sense. Like I'm like, I got to use this because it smelled that good. So I had a winter confetti too. I don't know if anyone got a hold of that one. So, all right, next up, I don't have a name for this one, but this is another decadent, delicious, gourmand fragrance. So we're just going to take and make, again, we're talking about pumpkin spice. So we're going to take 2 or 3 traditional pumpkin smells. Well, this is cinnamon pumpkin. It's like brown sugar. So cinnamon pumpkin's first fragrance. Pumpkin sugar cookie, second fragrance. Okay. And then third fragrance is your apple pumpkin butter. And we're going to mix in all of these together. What I wanted to do with this one is this is just going to be like a pumpkin dessert, right? Pumpkin cookie. This is like everything pumpkin, delicious, and more. So that's the route that we're going with this one. Let's see here. Sherry says, I'm doing a stress echo. Oh, please share the fall confetti with me. Yeah, we'll do that. Definitely. Yes. Yeah. The fall confetti was really, it was, surprisingly, it's actually kind of comical because it was so popular. I had people message me messaging us through Facebook, like Pink Zebra Home through Facebook. And they're like, you got to tell us what's in that. And I'm like, well, I can't really share it because it's like everything, it's all the scents. And then I don't know if it had, like, it was a little heavier on a certain fragrance. Like it's kind of hard to recreate. However, because you guys were asking, I did the very best that I could to kind of come up with something similar. I do know that it has aspen pine in it. So remember when I was telling you at the very beginning, you can take a lot of these gourmand fragrances. So warm apple pie, pumpkin bread, even pumpkin sugar cookie that I have here in front of me. This cinnamon pumpkin will be fantastic. Pair it up with some aspen, and it's instant like Christmas baking. right? Really, really good. So let's see here. All right. Yes. That's delicious. This is good stuff. I do that every time. Gonna need some bigger blending bags. Yes. You can't wait to melt the amber and oak. Oh, you're gonna love it. Yes. You're gonna absolutely love it. Yeah, I love the autumn scents too. They definitely give off all kinds of good vibes and then some. So yeah, so tomorrow's fall confetti. That's definitely what we're going to be talking about. And then I've got some more recipes that kind of encompass some of these new fragrances that we just launched. So this is apple pumpkin butter, pumpkin sugar cookie, and cinnamon pumpkin. This is like deliciousness in a bag. Right there, my friends. Okay. So next up, ooh, this is a fun one. So we're going to get away from gourmand, and we're still going to lean in towards that pumpkin, that spicy pumpkin. But this next one's called Fall. All right, I did have fun with this one. Fall on pumpkin. Fall on pumpkin. Okay, so I'm going to give you another pumpkin recipe. We're going to pull out some everything autumn. Okay, some pumpkin cider. All right, did I do that on purpose? I didn't. All right, and some cinnamon. Let me go grab the pumpkin cider. Hold on just a minute. Let's see. Yep. I swear I don't do this on purpose. It's like every time I'm live, I got to go right in there to my office. But I guess it's good that it's like really, really close, right? It's definitely. You should call that one sweet cinnamon pumpkin. We have a cinnamon pumpkin in the line, but that's a good idea. Sweet cinnamon pumpkin. So this one is pumpkin cider, okay? Cinnamon, spice, and then everything autumn. All right, before we move on to this recipe, there was something I was going to show you. Oh, this. Okay, so let's talk about this guy for a second. So did you guys see this? I cannot even get over this. How adorable is this reed diffuser? I did a blend on PZTV with that flannel blanket oil, diffuser oil, and the amber and oak, and it is so pretty. My friends, okay, this is a reed diffuser, okay? So remember, back to when I was saying at the very beginning of the show, we can fragrance your space in about any way that you want. Reed diffusers use the liquid fragrance line called diffuser oil. So this happens to be a really good one. This is Fireside Vanilla. Love it so much, right? So what you do with this is you're going to add this up. I'll just show you. You're going to add this up to your reed diffuser, right? So I'm just going to add this to the basin just like that. And then you can actually let it soak in to the reeds a little bit if you'd like it. It'll naturally will come up. I'm not a very patient person, just FYI. Okay, so we're going to take it, right? We're going to take it and then we're going to split. We're actually going to spin them around, okay? And so what happens is, isn't it cute, is that this is actually not going to do what I thought it would do. All right, maybe you do need to leave these back upside down, because I didn't realize on the one end they're a little bit more textured. All right, I would probably, you could spin the ones that are like this. Do you guys see what I'm saying? But I didn't realize that these were only textured on one end. Those I would probably leave, like the ones that are like this one here, since it's curved, I would leave that upright. But you see what I'm saying is if you spin it around, it'll fragrance it a little faster. You might have to be patient with this one. You could take that, though, and actually dump it. So I didn't realize that they weren't textured all the way down. Okay, so this is just going to fragrance your space just like it is. I just think it's so cute, and I feel like this is something that you can take from fall all the way through till the winter, really. Nicole styled this with a really cute wreath, and it's not visible right now, but it was really, really cute. She had like pine cones and then some on the set, and I just feel like it just elevates any space. So this is the pine cone reed diffuser. It's available on the website right now, so if you missed it, definitely something from the show and then some. All right, and then another simmering light. So we're going to do a blend with this guy, this next one, simmering light. This has been probably our #1 seller because it's just so unique and so fun. So again, this is an antique white base that you can see here. It has a light bulb that heats your candle wax. And we launched this on PZTV. How stunning is this? Okay, so pretty. This is the Autumn Forest Simmering Light. And then we had it paired up just to give you an idea with this guy. Okay, so this is something that we showed on PZTV on Tuesday. Could I use the oils on a volcano stone bracelet? I'm not 100% familiar with those, but Victoria, I don't want to tell you right yes or no, but you know, I guess you could always try it. I'm not exactly sure. I know if it touches the skin, I would be hesitant, even though they're safe. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if I have the answer to that, but. Driftwood Lantern, very cute, okay? Launched that on PZTV. So in case you missed it, this was an amazing simmering light. We're going to do a blend in this one. The blend that I'm going to give you is called Fall on Pumpkin. So we're going to pull in Pumpkin Cider is the first fragrance. It looks upside down. Is it upside down? Did I put, it was upside down. Okay, so that's the right way. Thank you for that. It was upside down. I want to keep you around, Susan. All right, pumpkin cider, fragrance notes, spiced apple, citrus, pumpkin, and clove. Then I'm going to mix in some everything autumn, which is that apple, pumpkin, and spiced pear. And then we're going to pair up some cinnamon spice. Okay, so delicious. This is Fall on Pumpkin. I am going to use 3 scoops of wax. Okay, and why do you say I do so? That is our suggested use here at Pink Zebra Home. So if you are brand new, you've never tried our products before, definitely use at minimum 3 scoops. So you got 1 there of the cinnamon, okay? And then you got 1 of the pumpkin cider, and then 1 of the everything autumn, okay? So the 3 of these combined, and you can see here in this dish, right? That's what's gonna heat it, or where it's gonna sit. And this is going to fragrance your space. We test in a 20 by 20 room. So over the course of 3 8-hour days. So at minimum, so it's 24 hours, right? So 8, 8, and 8. And it's in a 20 by 20 space. We do have fragrance testers that are in the field that can attest to the testing, right? And a fragrance, in order for it to actually pass the testing, it has to at least throw that 20 feet. The smell does, right? So it actually has to last. But the key to it is that we are giving our consultants our recommended use, which is the 1 ounce or 3 scoops, just FYI, because that's how much we recommend that you use to guarantee that it's going to last that long, right? So there's a little education for you, and then some, okay? All right, so that recipe that I just gave you, that is Fall on Pumpkin. So pumpkin cider, cinnamon, and everything autumn. Really, really good. Hi, Kara. How are you? Yours was yesterday. I love it. Congratulations. Pumpkin patch. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's so, congratulations on your 10-year. I love it. Yeah, you know, definitely think about if that's something like here we are, we're talking about Pink Zebra all the time. And if it's something that you're thinking about, it's $1, my friends. $1. $1, right? So definitely a good decision. So we're going to go everything autumn. This is non-gourmand, okay? 2 scoops of the pumpkin cider, and then this is 2 scoops of the cinnamon, right? So again, this is your Fall on Pumpkin. It's wonderful. Ooh. The cider that is in this is so nice. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. I really love that. I think this is just really, really pretty. Definitely make this one. This is really good. All right. Everything autumn. So Fall on Pumpkin. Everything autumn. Pumpkin cider and cinnamon. All right. We're going to go around again. Just FYI. So Fall on Pumpkin. Okay. Kind of like full on pumpkin, but Fall on Pumpkin. That's where I was going with it. All right. Let's see here. Yay! All right, so this is going to go in somebody's package. All right. Any questions while I'm wrapping things up and doing more blending and then some? What all kinds of questions you guys got? I'm always a open book and that sort of thing. If you have questions about anything, if you want me to pull any product to see or whatever, what do you guys are maybe questions on blending? Anything popping up? I do have one more recipe that I want to give you guys today. I will be live again tomorrow, okay? And tomorrow we are going to be talking about more pumpkin recipes and then actually doing some more blends from the PZTV. All right, so I'm going to pull in cinnamon pumpkin for this one. And I'm also going to throw a fragrance in that was in the new release from Tuesday. We're going to talk about this because it's definitely fantastic. And then the third fragrance that I'm going to bring in is Espresso Martini. All right. Spiced banana loaf. Hi Daphne, if you are a lover of bakery, you must have this in your life. I'm telling you, what does pumpkin cider smell like? Okay. So pumpkin cider has notes of spiced apple, citrus, pumpkin, and clove. It's very pretty. Very pretty. Crunchy Christmas, farmhouse cider, aspen pine, and black cherry. Yes. 3 scoops Brianna, at minimum 24 hours at minimum before it even hits the sales floor. Okay. FYI. Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow. Yeah. Do you ever ship with ice packs? We have. And if that's something that we feel like has been an issue with things melting, like if it's getting too hot, yes, we have in the past, definitely. This just totally like flooded my face with amazingness. This is Espresso Martini. All right. It is so pretty. I'm telling you, if you love a coffee smell, right here, I love this fragrance. It's so good. We're going to put in some spiced banana loaf with it and some cinnamon pumpkin. So this one I did yesterday, but again, it was too good to not do again. This is called Wake Up, right? So this has notes of our fragrance, Espresso Martini, spiced banana loaf, and cinnamon pumpkin. For those of you that love a good, like, wake me up recipe, that's the name of this, is Wake Up. It's definitely fantastic. So it's like having coffee and banana bread in the morning. How about that? That's kind of the route I was going, right? You love coffee? Yes, I know. I do too. No, let's see. The fall confetti. It's not a sneak peek. No. Well, I guess ooh. Yeah. Sorry, I had to get silent for a second. That smells so good. I love that one. Gosh, that was good. That's good. Make this one. Definitely good. So yeah, fall confetti has a little bit of everything in it. So it's basically all the fragrances. They did that as a photo op, and then I didn't realize it was going to go over so well. It does smell amazing. So that is basically all the fragrances they're going to launch from July all the way through the end of the year. And then I just gave you guys bags because I didn't want to do away with it. But when I smelled it, I instantly thought, yeah, we need, I want to do something with it. So that's what we named it, Fall Confetti. And then we actually had a winter confetti too. This is delicious. Oh my goodness. Wake Up is the name of this one. Espresso Martini, spiced banana loaf, and cinnamon pumpkin. So good. All right. Here is the plan. So tomorrow, like I said, we're going to be talking about more on the PZTV launch, more recipes from that. We are also going to be talking about spiced pumpkin a little bit more, and you never know what else is up my sleeve. So I will be live tomorrow, okay, at 12 p.m. I see your comment, Rose. You know what? I don't disagree. So we did bring back Cafe Latte. Was actually last year I brought it back in a vault. But the Espresso Martini is actually a close, probably, I think I like it a little bit better actually. So definitely there's some really great things though coming down the pipeline. I promise. So, don't miss out on any of the PZTVs and then some. Next week we have a vault show too. So next Thursday is a vault. I cannot believe it. It's coming. We're getting towards the end of September. How is that even possible? So, here it is, the 18th. We're already past the middle. All right, I'm going to hop off of here. Thank you guys for joining me today. As always, you're the best part of I'm missing out on some comments. Hold tight just a second. Can I see the pine cone next to the carton? Yes, absolutely. I'm checking the book of faces now. So if you're over there, I'll show it to you. I think this is adorable. Look at that. But look how big that is. Okay. So here is the bottom of the pumpkin. You can see or the pine cone. You can see how large it is. It's a good size. It's definitely a good size to kind of give you a comparison. Okay. It's nice. It's think large, really, really large, oversized pine cone, and then some. So, hi Paul, how are you today? How are you? All right, making sure I'm not missing out on any comments. Yeah, that espresso martini, spiced banana loaf, and cinnamon pumpkin, definitely one to write down. All right, so I will thank you. I hope I get a bag. Oh, I'm going to be doing a lot of blending today. So if you do place an order, definitely a good chance of getting a bag in your package. If you are not a part of Scent Flirt, that promotion is still going on as well. So don't sleep on that. When you join as a 6-month subscriber, you are going to get that sand simmer pot for free, right? For free. Okay. So definitely don't snooze on it. I know what I was going to show you guys. Let me go grab something real quick. Hold tight. All right, so these went live. We talked about these on PZTV, but you know what? I'm always talking about ways to fragrance your house. This is the platinum wireless diffuser, and then the black wireless diffuser that I have here. This is going to pop out and actually utilizes our diffuser oil, and then it slides right back in here like this. So when you turn that on, this charges with a USB-C. Okay, so you can see that here on the very back, the USB-C cord is going to charge this. This is an incredible product. Wow, that came up in my nose. An incredible product. You can indicate how long you want it to run. So if I want it to run for 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes, I can indicate that, or ongoing. I just don't touch the timer that is on it. Perfect for the car, perfect for a camper, perfect for wherever you want to fragrance your space. We've got 2 colors, black and platinum. It is for the oil, yes, and it happens to be one of my favorite products. You guys know I love the oil so much. But what's awesome about this is, like I said, it's going to fragrance just like it is. It charges, it's wireless. So anywhere that you don't have a plug-in, especially like a reed diffuser, so just saying, decorative, right? You've got your pine cone. It's going to utilize the diffuser oil. You've got your wireless diffusers. They're going to utilize the diffuser oil. And of course, then the ultrasonic, the mini ultrasonic also utilizes the diffuser oil. So multiple ways to use the diffuser oil, and then hopefully those wall hugs are coming back really soon, because that's my favorite way. So lots of different ways and then some, but this is just one of those products that if you think you need, fragrance in a space that doesn't have a plug-in, that's perfect. Okay, definitely. All right, making sure I'm not missing out. Hello from Canada. Good to see everyone. All right, I'm going to hop off of here. I'm going to make you guys a bunch of blending bags, and I'm going to see you tomorrow. That is the plan. Have a blessed day. Thank you for being the best part of my job is you guys. Okay, I'll see you later. Bye.